This is this is like my, I don't know, third or fourth time trying to record this. I like to record in one take. I don't edit. Had a dream, maybe I forget, maybe a year ago or a couple of months ago. I'm not sure. Things have been happening so fast, and time, I don't know, time sometimes, well, at this moment, it's hard for me to. I got so many things in my mind right now. It's hard for me to kind of gauge um, time. But I'll say this much. I'll say like within the last um, maybe year to year and a half, I had a dream that was very disturbing, and maybe it was so disturbing I just wanted to put it out of my head, and that's why I don't remember exactly when it was. But in the dream, I was aware of a state of existence. Well, I'll say it differently. I'm trying to. In the dream, I experienced a state of existence where my consciousness was merged with the consciousness of other beings. And it felt very confining. It felt like a trap, like I was trapped. It felt like a type of prison, like a type of prison of thought, or a prison of consciousness, or like a consciousness. Well, yeah, that's the best way I guess I can describe it, like a prison for your consciousness. Like all you were was consciousness. Well, all you were was imprisoned consciousness merged with others. It's like you're together with others, but you're separate. You're together but separate somehow. Like you all make up of one thing, yet you're still alone somehow. Kind of like, I think the best way, if you need a mental image, well, the mental image that comes to my mind is imagining being in a totally dark box, a totally dark individual box, and you're surrounded, and you have the awareness that everyone around you is also in a box, a totally dark box, and all of you have this awareness. But you can't really communicate with one another because it's like you're the same. You're all the same. You've all been like meshed together. like you're all just thoughts merged. Without individual personality. I don't know how to really. I don't know how to describe it any more than that. All I know is it did not feel good. It felt like a type of hell. I would. The main thing I can say is I would not want to go there. I would not want to stay there very long. I wouldn't want to stay there for a second. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I have a suspicion that this might be the existence for some, or a reality for some, and the main sum I can imagine, and I'm theorizing, of course. The main sum that I'm imagining are possibly these people who intend on trying to merge their consciousness or their spirit with technology. In case you don't know, that's what people are trying to do now. They're trying to, well, in order to, I guess, have their their consciousness live forever, or have, in order to try to ensure that they will never lose awareness of self, they believe the solution is merging their uh, their consciousness or their spirit, which was created by a higher power, or which comes from a higher power, with technology which comes from man, or some other power, a lesser power, in my opinion. I call it a lesser power because I don't believe our consciousness or our spirits cease to exist after our bodies go. I just believe, based on certain experiences that I have, or that I've had, and that others have had, and that have been documented in most major religions, or amongst people in major religions and native tribes, that there are states of existences for spirits, or for there are states of existences for spirits, or for our consciousness. I strongly believe this. My intuition leans that way as well. So it's not just theoretical with me. My intuition leans towards that. Um, the main thing I want any of you to take away from what I'm saying is, before you start, if any of you plan on merging your consciousness with technology, you're merging your eternal, or what I think we can agree might be eternal at the very least. I think all of us can agree a consciousness might be eternal, or there is a possibility that awareness or self-awareness might be eternal. I would look into the major religions. Well, I would start like Googling or just getting on, doing whatever research you can as it relates to spirit and heaven realms and hell realms and who goes there and why and all that type of stuff. Testimonials. I think it's worth it. I think it is smart and responsible to take some time to look into our past thoughts, as well as our current thoughts on these matters before you make a permanent decision to merge your consciousness with technology. Who knows what you're going to experience? Why not? I mean, I'm not even going to say don't do it. I wouldn't do it. But before you do it, be responsible. Try to be responsible and not try to reinvent the wheel. Look at what, by reinvent the wheel, I'm saying, take some time to look in our past and in our present and gauge the current views on the matter of heaven and hell and spirit before you make those decisions, which is pretty much the biggest decision you can make, or one of the biggest decisions you can make. Oops.